In this episode of Need to Know Influencer Marketing, we've now seen the revival of Facebook as a hot new influencer channel again. Hello, marketing fanatics. I'm Mark Fidelman of Fanatics Media, marketing that influences. Joining me is Gil Eyal, CEO of Hyper. How are you, Gil?
I'm great. How are you, Mark?
So, great topic this week, one that isn't getting a lot of attention. So I'm glad we're talking about it, and that is really Facebook is coming back as an influencer marketing preference for brands and influencers. That's shocking.
It isn't that shocking. If you think about it, Mark Zuckerberg's shown an ability to predict where industries are going, and he's taking leadership with the new tools that they've built around influencer marketing, and brands are responding.
So what specifically in your mind is making is the reason why Facebook is making a comeback for influencer marketing?
So Facebook did a really interesting thing. They built this tool that allows influencers to tag brands on their posts. And as soon as they do that, those brands are now able to access both the boost button and analytics on the results of the post. And the result is that, one, you don't have to worry about FTC compliance anymore. You've disclosed by tagging the brand. And maybe more importantly, now the brand has control over additional audiences. So if this post is doing really well, if it's converting, they can decide to boost it and hit the same audience, that influencer's audience, or they could hit similar audience, or they could hit additional audiences, which is a real big game changer in influencer marketing that's always been relying on these vanity metrics like likes and shares.
Yeah, I mean, I like to get access to the advertising channel of the influencer because it's far cheaper to promote back to the influencer's audience than to recreate a new one. And I don't know the answer to this, when a brand is tagged and now they could get access to advertising, does that allow them to have access to the influencer's audience or just their own audiences and other audiences?
No, absolutely. This is where the real big difference is. They can now hit the influencer's audience. Obviously, they get the natural traffic that comes from the post, but then they can enhance it. And they can hit lookalike audiences, and really many of the features that you can do with traditional Facebook advertising, now you can apply to influencer marketing. And we really recommend, we're seeing a lot of brands and agencies start shifting in this direction.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. We're doing it too. We used to just work off of YouTube. Now we're saying, hey, post it on YouTube, post it on Facebook, even if you don't have as big of an audience on Facebook, because of the targeting, and it's really, really inexpensive to target your audience on Facebook. We get less than a penny. The last campaign that we did, we actually got about 1/10 of a cent for re-promoting that content that the influencer created back to their own audience. It was fantastic. So the only thing I still don't like about Facebook, Gil, is that nobody really goes there to search. It's like once a post is out there, organically it's going to die within hours, maybe days. If you reboost it, of course, it's going to be put into everybody else's feed again, but nobody's going to Facebook to search for those videos. So I still prefer YouTube over Facebook, but I really like Facebook's targeting for influencer marketing content.
That's completely true. And if you want the post to survive, you want it to improve your SEO, you want it to pop up in search results, YouTube's still the #1 source to do that, and it's going to provide a lot more benefit long term. But if you are looking for an immediate boost, if you're looking for something that's trackable, then Facebook's becoming a real strong #2. And Mark Zuckerberg's shown, his team has shown that they're able to come up with innovations. 2 years ago, they weren't allowing influencers to post anything commercial on their pages. This is a 180-degree turn, and it's a major, major development in this space.
Yeah, I think he saw the light. I think they'll figure out a way to monetize it in the future. They'll probably tax those types of things. But for now, take advantage of it. What I like to say is, take advantage of it, but also be smart about how you take advantage of it. There are ways of boosting that post and boosting it to all sorts of other activities that you could do that we'll talk about on another episode. Specifically, I like boosting to a Facebook Messenger button of a brand so that you're acquiring subscribers on Facebook Messenger. And then from that point, every time the brand posts to the people that just subscribed on Facebook Messenger, it shows up as a little red dot. You know how addicted we are to those little red dots in notifications within Facebook. So with that, Gil, I really appreciate your time for this week and Need to Know Marketing. If you don't know, Hyper's a sponsor of this show. Gil, where can they find you on social media?
So I'm Gil at hyperbrands.com. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook, and I am very active on LinkedIn.
Yeah, if you're looking for influencers, no better place. We approve them. Go to hyperbrands.com. This link here. Also check the description. And there's a free trial, isn't there, Gil?
We can work on that.
Thank you, Gil.